The Diamondbacks racked up 11 hits as a team as they bested the visiting Padres 7-5. At the start of the day, the Diamondbacks sit in second place in the National League West Division, while the Padres are fourth in the division. The Rockies amassed 14 hits in the game as they embarrassed the Dodgers 11-2. Entering the day's action, the Dodgers are leading the National League West, while the Rockies are third in the division. The New York Yankees hit 3 long balls as they beat the visiting Rays 9-1. Heading into the day, the Yankees sit in second place in the American League East Division, and the Rays are third in the division. The Toronto Blue Jays finished off the 4-game sweep as they stole a win in extra innings over the Rangers 6-4. As of today, the Blue Jays sit in first place in the American League East Division, and the Rangers sit in fourth place in the American League West. The Houston Astros brought out the rooms in a 3-game sweep as they beat the O's in Baltimore 6-1. They stayed hot with their 10th in a row. At the start of the day, the Orioles sit in last place in the American League East Division, and the Astros are in first place in the AL West. The Chicago White Sox finished off a 3-game sweep as they defeated the visiting Tigers 2-1. They now have 6 straight victories. In the standings, the White Sox are in second place in the AL Central, while the Tigers are fourth in the division. The Indians got 11 hits overall as they stole a victory in extra innings over the Royals 5-3. Entering the day's action, the Royals sit in last place in the American League Central Division, while the Indians are second in the division. The Twins completed the long 4-game sweep as
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Chicago Cubs and the Philadelphia Phillies. It'll be fun watching these two go at it. It's next on the show. Aaron Nola gets the call for Game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Aaron Nola coming on, the pride and joy of Louisiana State University. Kind of a 4-pitch mix. Fastball, slider, curveball, and change. None of his pitches rate really on a scale of 10. None of them are 8s or 9s, but he's solid and he throws strikes. You'll know early if he's on, he'll induce a lot of ground balls.
Tonight for the Cubs,
digging in, Jason Kipnis. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. He's ready. Here's the first offering. First of 3 to start the week as the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, we had eyeballs on yesterday's game. They were able to win that one. They're playing really focused right now, and if they execute like yesterday, I don't see any reason why they don't win today's game.
And this is taken in out there by Bruce for the first down. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, Matty, the guy I'm here to see is Big Chris Bryant. He's hit 6 home runs in his last 10 games, and there's no doubt he's the biggest threat in this lineup. Don't miss any of his at-bats because we're going to see if he's going to be shooting for the moon tonight.
Standing in now, Kyle Schwarber. Just gets a piece of it, strike 1. He comes in with 16 home runs on the season so far. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. Nola has made a name for himself as a starter that simply misses the barrel of the bat. He rarely allows a large number of hits, and he does a pretty good job at keeping the ball in the ballpark when the hitters do make contact. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Batting third, the first
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Here's the pitch. Big swing and a miss at the knuckle curve, strike 1. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Line hard toward right center. And that'll split the gap as it should be extra bases. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
That's a pitch he'll look back on and relive tonight when he's lying in bed. A pitch away from posting a 0 in the first, and he makes a big mistake, and he pays the price. So now he's got to work on leaving him out there at second base.
Digging in next will be Chris Bryant. He's currently 4th in the National League RBI race with a chance to add to that total here.
And he's the best in that category on this ball club, guys. He's the guy they look to bring him home.
And this one's in the dirt. And no advance. It's ball 1. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1.
Hey, I know we're only in the top of the first, but back-breaking blows are those 2-out runners in scoring position knocks, and they have a chance to capitalize right here.
Boy, Dero, you touched it on it right there. I think as a pitcher, you try to get through that first inning and not have to show all of your pitches and empty out the bucket. That 2-out double right now, he's going to have to buckle down to try to keep this game scoreless.
And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, he'll give a little bit off the edges, but he gets the respect not only from the pitchers, but from the players because his zone is consistent.
Yeah, as long as he's consistent, Dan, I'm okay with Mike Fillmore's zone. If a pitcher's pounding that zone, he wants to give a little bit off the outer edge, I'm okay with that.
He set the payoff pitch, and that misses ball 4, so it's 1st and 2nd now with 2 out.
Batting fifth.
And that brings up Javi Baez. His past line against Aaron Nola. He hasn't had much success, just 2 for 11. He also has 1 home run. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Comes set, the 0-1. Back up the middle. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. And a relay to the plate. But this won't be in time as he's well safe and the run scores.
Hey, nice way to start a new series, D-Roll. The thing you want to do is try to score early. It's always nice to win the first game of a series.
Yeah, they're coming out swinging right here, trying to set the tone and let everybody breathe a deep sigh of relief. Hopefully get this first game under our belt.
Stepping in, David Bodie. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. And that's going to fall for a base hit. And a relay home. And he is in there at the plate. It's now a 2-0 game.
Dan, you know what? You like to see that from an offense. When you have a guy in scoring position, there's no sense in waiting around. He saw a pitch he liked right there, and he went after it.
He did, D-Roll, and I think that's what most hitters do. They come up with guys on base that they can potentially drive in. They're looking for a pitch to hit, and he didn't wait around and got that bad hit started.
0-1 the count. From the belt, the pitch.
Outside, that's the ball.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
High and deep to right center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors. Alec Mills, a right-hander out of Tennessee, will be the starting pitcher. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Now the pitch. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
There's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
Your eyes light up from the offensive side playing in a hitter's park like this. Have to get the ball up to do some damage. I'm not mad at that tape.
Curveball, but he can't get him to chase it. 1-2.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. First delivery to him on the way.
The right fielder.
And this is on the outside corner for strike 1.
Back-to-back strikeouts in the first right here. Pitcher is setting a tone, pounding the zone.
Line drive, base hit to right.
For every pitcher, you'd like to get through that first inning. 1, 2, 3. 2 out single. Now the cleanup man comes up.
Absolutely, and you know what that means. Cleanup hitter. Guys are in scoring position the minute he steps in the box, let alone have someone on first base.
High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Working for the punch out and the offering. On a line, that's a base hit into left field.
Man, that's a nice job by the batter right there, keeping the front side in. Not easy on a curveball. Would have been easy to throw the front side and hook that foul, but he was able to stay inside and drive it for a base hit.
Bryson Stott is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. Harrison over at second. Hoskins at first. 2 out in the inning. A dive and he knocks it down. And no chance at all to make a play here, so despite the effort, the inning will continue.
The catcher.
At the plate now, JT Realmuto. And a fastball runs in a bit too close for comfort that time. He's trying to at least tie this one up here, if not bring home a couple and take over the lead here in the early going. On the move is Hayward. He's got it, and they get out of the jam unscathed. Now to the plate, Jason Hayward. And he'll be one to watch out for in this one. Very good numbers in recent games. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Hey, if you're able to blow a first pitch fastball by a guy, gotta believe that pitch is coming again right here.
A bouncer up the middle. And that'll get on by into center field for a leadoff single.
Hey, right here, anytime a leadoff hitter gets on in front of the pitcher, it puts the defense on notice. You're going to see the third baseman creeping in. You're going to see the first baseman crashing, trying to get that out at second base. But if not, make sure of one.
No balls and a strike to count. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Big swing at the knuckle curve. Gets nothing but air. 0-2 now. Cubs pitcher at the plate, trailing with a 1-2 count. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. A runner at first with no outs here. Grounded down the third baseline, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Hit down the third baseline. Segura for one on to first, so they let him swing with 2 strikes, and it'll cost him as it's a double play.
Up next for the Cubs.
So base is empty now after the double play, and standing in is the veteran outfielder Jason Kipnis. First pitch coming. Here it is. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. A ball and 2 strikes to Kipnis.
Hey, I got to really commend this pitcher right here. Was able to regroup in between innings. Something happened in the dugout because he's on point coming out for the second.
The 1-2. Changed up on him here, and this is grounded to short. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
At the plate, Kyle Schwarber. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
The 1-0. Misses for the second ball.
Well, he's been laboring a bit through these first 2 innings of work. That's 37 pitches, and ideally he'd be closer to 27 instead.
Now here's a swing and a little bouncer out to the left of the mound. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to home. Leading off the inning, Jay Bruce, as they'll look to get some